Welcome back, everybody, to the Denver Broncos franchise on Madden 20 as we get into Week 3 action with the Broncos on the road in Lambeau Field, meeting up with the Green Bay Packers. Denver enters 1-1 on the year, while the Packers are off to a very good start, putting up good offensive numbers against the Bears and the Viking defenses. This is surely our toughest test so far on the schedule, and it's also our toughest quarterback matchup facing Aaron Rodgers. Green Bay's trying to move to 3-0 on the season, and obviously we've got to find a way to keep Rodgers from putting us in a deep hole in this game. We'll see if our pass rushers off the edge and our corners can do that. Davante Adams does have 4 touchdowns already on the season, and you know against Green Bay, you got to be ready to put up some points. So will this young offense be able to get something together against the Green Bay defense, which is vastly improved from a season ago, adding players like Preston Smith, Adrian Amos, Zadarius Smith, and Rashawn Gary? Well, the Denver offense will receive the opening kickoff, and from Lambeau Field, here we go. From a yard deep in the end zone, Devontae Booker out across the 20, tries to juke his way back to the inside, and that'll set things up for Joe Flacco and company. Flacco, 2 touchdowns and no interceptions on the season. A lot of you surprised at how serviceable he's been so far. Drew Lock continues to learn from the veteran who lines up under center and goes play action to start the day. Flacco outside, fires across his body and misses an open Emmanuel Sanders who could have had a big gain. That's probably a throw that Drew Lock is more likely to make than Flacco. 3rd and 7, that is broken up. Good coverage on Jake Butt as the Broncos go 3 and out. We faced Derek Carr and Mitchell Trubisky. Get ready now for one of the best in the game. Aaron Rodgers and this Green Bay offense. They come out and they spread the field to open. 3 receivers on the field and a check down that is incomplete. Good play by Bryce Callahan. From the 23, now a fake to Aaron Jones. Great protection up front. Rodgers going deep with it. Incomplete. Davante Adams just unable to make the catch. 3rd down now. Rodgers buys some time and drops it off to Aaron Jones, who is met by 2 Broncos, and they'll go 3 and out to open. That's the kind of defense we have to see if we're to have a chance today. Broncos from the 28, and across the middle, I'm pretty sure Flacco just hit Noah Fant in the cleat. 3rd down. Got to get to about the 37, and Flacco is wrapped up for the sack. Mike Daniels splits the double team, and the Broncos punt again. Still first quarter from the 31. Here goes Jones to the outside. He'll break a tackle and accelerate beyond the first down marker, and is tackled by Josie Jewell. Packers to their own 40, another play action. Rodgers sees the pressure, gets it away, caught! And that is Davante Adams, and he has developed into one of the best receivers in the league, and he's off to a great start already with 4 scores. From the 47 of Denver, clean pocket and open on the outside. Marquez Valdez-Scantling on the reception. Green Bay now in field goal range, and they'll go with more play action. Now the catch made by Jimmy Graham, who is close to yet another first down. Watch out when this team gets into a rhythm. Fake again, a lot of play action, and another opening. Graham on the outside. Containing tight ends is definitely not a strength of this defense. Now it's goal to go, not much pressure, and that's knocked down. Von Miller able to get a hand on it. 3rd and goal now, Packers at the 8. 4 sent at Rodgers, and with the pressure he will dump it off, and that will only go for about a yard. So a field goal try coming up. 3-0 Green Bay now. Denver with their 3rd possession getting underway. Lindsey on the carry, breaking to the outside. He's so fast. Phillip Lindsay gives this offense a spark to the 39-yard line. Motion man is Deshaun Hamilton. He makes the reception and will pick up solid first down yardage. That's Flacco's first completion here in the first quarter. He'll need another one here on 3rd and 4, and he's got pressure to deal with. He is sacked. Good coverage downfield for Green Bay, and this time it is Kenny Clark. A lot of issues on offense to start for the Broncos. Now Green Bay giving this to Aaron Jones. He's got room to run and takes it out to the 30 for a gain of 16 yards. Empty set now as Rodgers goes to the air. The pressure just not getting there for the Broncos, and that is caught. Trent Taylor getting open and putting the Packers back in plus territory. If we're to get anywhere against Rodgers, we've got to start creating pressure as this passing game continues to work down the field. They're showing pressure now. They'll bring it. Rodgers on target. It's Graham. Just a perfect play by the Packers. It's hard to defend plays like that. Now at the 34. Jones again right down the middle of this defense for around 10 more. Adams lined up on the inside now. Aaron Jones again, and this time about 4 yards picked up. Now Denver trying to get another red zone stand. Rodgers pressured by Derek Wolfe and has to check it down. Jimmy Graham's going to lose a bunch, and again, this defense is able to hold. But they can only hold for so long. We've got to get some points. 6-0 Packers. Here's a draw play. Lindsey again with room to run. Picking up around 8. The ground game working a lot better than the pass game right now. Lindsey runs left, and he will fall ahead near the 40 with another Bronco first down. 2 receivers to the right side on 1st and 10, and across the middle, nice catch. It's Sanders now, and the Broncos are in Packer territory. Can they get something going here? Royce Freeman checks in. He'll take it to the left side with a nice block from Sanders to give him some room. It's a 10-yard pickup. Denver now in scoring range for the first time today. And now with Lindsey back in, some play action. Flacco rolling and nothing open downfield. Just 2 of 6 passing. Green Bay all over these receivers. From the 33, there's an open look. Fant with room to run. He'll head out of bounds and has a Denver first down. Fant and Jake Butt both getting a lot of playing time early in the year. Lindsey, not a ton of room this time as he picks up a few. 2 tight ends and Cortland Sutton to the right side off the fake. Flacco up top has Fant open, but he can't find the ball, and it was also slightly out of bounds. Almost took the lead on that play. Now it's 3rd and 7. Got to get to at least the 10. Flacco pressured and barely able to get it away. A lot of pressure up front from Green Bay in this improved pass rush, and it's paying off. Still no touchdowns here in the first half with just a few minutes to go. Nice play, Bradley Chubb. He's been able to make a couple impact plays every game. 2nd and long now for Green Bay, going downfield, nice catch and breaking away. Trent Taylor will take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. And that's how quickly this offense can make something happen. Taylor flying up the seam, and Justin Simmons trying to make the tackle, but he just bounced right off. And now it's a 13-3 game. And the Broncos begin a 2-minute drill, and they don't get the catch by Deshaun Hamilton. Very tight coverage. 3rd and 3. Flacco looking for Lindsey, and he's out of bounds a yard short of the sticks. Broncos got to be careful. They're giving the Packers yet another drive, and they're also set to get the ball after half. This is complete, and now Mercedes Lewis, the veteran tight end, able to get 15 yards. Green Bay still has all their timeouts and just under a minute to go. To the right side now, caught. Valdez-Scantling, and the Packers call a timeout. To the Bronco 42, Rodgers again for Taylor. An excellent throw over the defender. They're back in business. Denver hoping to force their 3rd red zone field goal of the game. 2nd and long, Rodgers incomplete. This time very good coverage. That was Kareem Jackson. Now a tough 3rd and long. And a quick throw to Trent Taylor that won't come close, and Denver will call a timeout. But for Green Bay, their offense at least consistently getting downfield, and now their 4th scoring possession. But still, this defense is keeping the game somewhat close. 16-3, maybe one more play to go here in the first half. It's Jake Butt, and he had the ball ripped out. Now you got to make a tackle. This is Kyler Fackrell, and he will not take it to the end zone. The first half finally over as the Broncos trail by 13, but it sure feels like a lot more than that. Green Bay is outplaying them by a significant margin, and this game could get really out of hand in the second half. Well, what else is going on around the league? Well, up in Minnesota, currently a 3-2 baseball game they got going there. Vikings currently leading. Kansas City, by the way, up 21-9 over Baltimore in search of their first victory. Now Green Bay, up 13. Rodgers now decides to tuck it and run to midfield. We haven't seen much of that, but Green Bay has been able to put together a lot of good possessions. They're just not finishing much in the red zone, but they won't have to if they get the big plays. Aaron Jones, 50-yard touchdown. The Packers' second long score of the day. It's 22-3. Denver in a lot of trouble today. Down 19, Rodgers for 2. Has time, knocked down. Josie Jewell. So a 19-point game. Where does Denver go from here? I can already hear the calls for Drew Lock to take the field at least if it's going to be a bad game. Here is Lindsey carrying now, and this is something they've done fairly well. They've had some moderate success rushing. Third down, that's caught. Sanders able to move the chains, so at least no 3 and out. But Flacco has not been able to find a rhythm all game. This Green Bay front 7 and secondary, which I guess makes up the entire defense, has been pretty good. From the 37, more pressure to deal with. Connor McGovern's had some trouble with Mike Daniels, and that's not going to end anytime soon. Long way to go now. Empty 3rd and 15. Flacco to an open River Craycraft. He's got it. His first catch of the entire season after impressing us in the preseason. Now we're in Green Bay territory. A fake and a dump. No one's fooled for Green Bay. 2 defenders bring down Freeman. Again, 3rd down. You know there's going to be pressure to deal with. Flacco gets out of there, rolling left. Now on the move, has a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Deshaun Hamilton. There's the biggest play we've put on the board this season. A 46-yard score. As Hamilton gets free and Flacco shows he can still make an impressive throw outside the pocket. Now it's a 12-point game, and we'll see if this defense can regain some control of things. Rodgers wide open. Valdez-Scantling. Green Bay does a good job of protecting Rodgers, and we're just not getting enough pressure. 1st and 10. We got some pressure here, but there's an opening. Trent Taylor on the outside continues a big day. Rodgers 24 of 29. Now Jones with a quick cut to the left and a very good carry inside the 30. He's averaging 10 yards a carry right now. From the 28. Running right. There we go. Much better defense that time as Jones gets nothing. Trying to get off the field. Rodgers 3rd and 10. Over the middle. Taylor is wrapped up. So again, we're forcing the Packer field goal attempt. It was refreshing to see us get a big play on offense, but I'd like to see us put together a nice possession now. And we're not off to the right start. Incomplete over the middle. And now another deep 3rd down hole. Can we get 13? Flacco cannot get the ball out of his hands. Sacked by the rookie, Rashawn Gary. Still a 15-point game, but now a short field for Green Bay. Trying to go up 3 scores. Down goes Rodgers. There's some pressure. Thank you, Bradley Chubb. And now from here, we could probably keep them out of field goal range with a good play. 3rd and 7. Open Jimmy Graham. He's been a big issue for us downfield. Green Bay now close to 300 yards in the air. Aaron Jones carries, and not much room at this time. Just 2 yards to go for the Packers. Rodgers pressured and dumps it off. Another good stand by this Denver defense. And Aaron Jones appears to be in some pain. Well, it's an 18-point game now, so the comeback even less likely for the Broncos, who have tried to keep this running game involved, but it's been very boom or bust. 3rd and 8. Flacco got it away, and it's lucky to not be picked off. A frustrating afternoon continues. 4th and 8. Gotta go for it here. Flacco airmailed on the outside. He had Sanders wide open. Now you have to really wonder if Drew Lock gets some playing time late in this one. Green Bay in range as they take over. Jones carries. He's got around 5 or 6. And the shotgun on 3rd down. Rodgers outside. It's knocked away now. Yet another stand. 31-10 now in the 4th quarter, and we'll see who comes out to play quarterback this possession. Devontae Booker handles the return, cuts inside. He found an opening, and there he goes across midfield. Devontae Booker will take it the distance. That's a 98-yard touchdown, and take a second look. I can't believe he scored. Look how many Packers are near him. But he makes a cut, and they all basically collide. The perfect return. So now, 14-point game. Things a little more interesting here in Lambeau as Jones is wrapped up. Bradley Chubb is there. And now Denver trying to get a stop on the Packers side of the field. 3rd and 5. Rodgers over the middle. Caught Devontae Adams. So far, we've done a pretty good job of limiting the number 1 wideouts, but it has not been enough today. Jones spins free. What a move. And now met by Cravens, who attempts to rip the ball out. Again, 3rd down for Green Bay. Got to get 3. They'll face pressure, and Rodgers is sacked. Sua Cravens coming through unblocked, and they can't kick a field goal from here. So the Broncos have it. 4 minutes to go, and Joe Flacco remains in the game. He steps up and fires on target, and that is Courtland Sutton. They have to move quick, needing 2 scores, not 1. 1st and 10. Flacco, a little off the mark, intended for Jake Butt. At their own 28-yard line, pressure sent from Green Bay. Flacco rolls, sets his feet, and connects again. Courtland Sutton, and that's 18. This is a big spot for these young pass catchers to make a name for themselves. 1st and 10. Now going long. Single coverage down the field. And incomplete. Sutton couldn't make the catch. That'll make it 3rd and 10. Still more than 3 minutes left. And Flacco with a perfect throw. It's Tim Patrick. That was one of Flacco's best throws all day. Patrick stepping up, Sutton making plays. Now Flacco back to the outside, Tim Patrick, and a face mask to go with the 1st down yardage. Denver finally getting down the field again. They're at the 8. They've got to get to the end zone, and now they're going to go backwards a bit. Flag on the play, it'll be on the Broncos, and there's a sack anyway. Backed up to the 16, goal to go. Flacco up top in the end zone, and the catch is made! That's a touchdown, Emmanuel Sanders! Did he really just make that catch? He's got almost no separation. What a play! We're back in this game. It's 31-24. Nervous time in Lambeau Field as Rodgers hits Graham. It's only for a couple. This defense now trying to pick up one more stop. Play fake. Rodgers, and wide open again, Jimmy Graham into Bronco territory. Now we really need to get this stop. 3 timeouts left. Here is Jones up the middle, met by 2 Bronco defenders, including Davis. 2nd and 7, a handoff, and now 3 Broncos there, forcing 3rd down on Green Bay. Rodgers could end it right here, but the Packers will run it and get nothing. Shelby Harris on the stop, and that means the Broncos will have a chance to tie it. But they've got to drive 90 yards and have no timeouts. Flacco pressured and hits Sanders. He will not get much here. Now you got to go no huddle. Clock down to 1:14 at the snap. Flacco gets it away in the double coverage. It's caught by Hamilton. Somehow he came down with that in bounds. That gets us to the 36. Still a long way to go. Flacco short. Sanders with a juke and now falling out of bounds. The clock did not stop though. 42 seconds left. Flacco outside, caught again. Hamilton inside the Packer 40. Now 39 yards away, but time running out as they spike it with 24 left. They're rotating in some new receivers now. Flacco going for it all on this play, and it's intercepted! Josh Jackson has ended the game, and Green Bay will move to 3-0. In what looked to be a huge blowout loss, the Broncos nearly come back against the Packers. They fall 31-24. Going deep there to Craycraft was probably not the best option. I didn't think it would get picked. It was Flacco's first interception of the entire season. But the Broncos suffer their second straight defeat. Joe Flacco did not play very well early in this game. There were a lot of bad passes from him, but we saw Flacco at his best late in that fourth quarter. That big throw to Sanders and that incredible catch. The great catch at the sideline by Deshaun Hamilton. One of my big takeaways from this game was the play of Hamilton. We're trying to develop Hamilton and Sutton, and I think there's a player on the other side you got to be mindful of. Davante Adams did not have a great start to his career, but in time, he did develop into one of the best receivers, and I want to demonstrate that same patience with these two receivers. Now, from here, you can see there is some frustration on the part of Courtland Sutton, as we do fall to 1-2 and are now set to take on the undefeated Jacksonville Jaguars, who have played very good defense this year, allowing 24, 10, and 17 points, and Nick Foles appears to be playing very well for them. Rarely do these backup quarterbacks that start and break out actually have success at their next team, but right now, Foles is doing that. To an extent, Flacco is as well, although I think that we've still got to get much more consistent play out of him. And all season long, I'll be taking a look at Deshaun Hamilton's numbers compared to Courtland Sutton, and right now, to my surprise, Hamilton is outproducing him, and he got the first touchdown between the two. So a long way to go for the Broncos. Obviously, we'll be back at it very soon as we take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I hope you all are enjoying the start to this season, and I know there is a new update out. I am not ready to slider test on it and get it on my system. I don't plan to be around next week to make content, so I am doing as much as I can right now. So I'll get there as soon as I can, but I have more games coming your way. I hope you're ready for much more. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again shortly. Have a great day.